Very good morning everyone. Welcome back to the another session of computer organization and architecture. In our previous session we have completed revision portion of KMAP, right? That theory we have already understand in KMAP lectures. In our today's session, I will teach you regarding digital circuit. So let us begin with our today's session, digital circuit. Now the question is what? Explain digital circuit, and it may ask in a 5 mark. So you need to write according to the weightage of mark. There are two types of digital circuits which is used for the logical system. The first circuit is combinational circuit and another circuit is known as sequential circuit. Now see, sequential circuit again contains two types. One is called asynchronous sequentials and another is called synchronous sequentials. So you can have two types of digital circuit. One is referred as combinational circuit, another is referred as a sequential circuit. Sequential circuit again contains two types. One is referred as asynchronous sequentials and synchronous sequentials. Now what is combinational circuit? So from its name only you are able to understand that combinational circuit is nothing but it is a type of combinations. Over here what is the combination? Logical circuit. So different types of logical circuit we have used over here. Using that we are able to produce output. Up till now whatever the circuit we have formed, that is based on the combinational circuit only. I want to repeat this statement once again, that whatever the circuit or logic gates we have drawn up till now, that is the part of combinational circuit only. Why? Because we have used different types of logical circuit. Using that logical circuit we are able to produce output. Now see, that output is produced at a specified time, right? So that is the main thing, or we can call it as a difference between combinational circuit and sequential circuit. Because see, combinational circuit is what? It is a combination of logical circuit which is responsible for producing output as a specified time, that after 5 minutes this circuit will produce output, say for example, right? So that is the specified time interval in which the combinational circuit produces the output. Now see, always whatever the output is there, it is based on the combinations of input, like encoder is there, decoder is there, multiplexer or demultiplexer, or different types of adder circuit. So these all are the examples of combinational circuit. These words encoder, decoder, multiplexer and demultiplexer as well as adder circuit you need to remember. Why? Because in the second unit this all topics we are going to refer, and which is the most IMP concept. In the 5 mark question you can check in the previous paper also that encoders, decoders, multiplexers and demultiplexers, these all are the topics which always be there in the exam. So you need to prepare well accordingly, right? So now let me read out these two points which are there on your screen. A combinational circuit is a logical circuit that produces the output at a specified time. It is the function of the input at the same instant of time. So what is the first point? The combinational circuit is a combination of logical circuit which produces output. Now see, this output is produced at a specified time and it is the function of input at the same instant of time. So you need to give input also. Over here in the combinational circuit you are able to see that there are various inputs which goes inside combinational circuit and it will produce output. Now examples of combinational circuit are what? Encoder, decoder, multiplexer and demultiplexer and different types of adder circuit. Here is the block diagram of combinational circuit in which there are lots of input, or we can call it as a various number of inputs. So over here we have written n number of input variables and we have m output variable. So see, if you have observed in previous block diagram of logic gates, at that time output would be 1 in that case. You just need to refer the block diagram of logical circuit in which you have number of inputs but you have only one output variable. But over here we have the block diagram of combinational circuit in which we have n number of input variables as well as m number of output variables. So it may be possible that you will get more than one output. Now in between that there is a combinational circuit which you need to put in between input variables and output variable, and based on it will produce the output. Now see, input is referred as a source and output variable is referred as a destination. So definitely input data, when you input a data, it will come from the source, and when you output the data, at that time it goes into the destination. See the first point, that the n input variable comes from an external source, the m output variable go to the external destination. External means outside, right? The word external means what? Outside the source and outside, from the outside destination. And in between there is an interconnection of logic gates. So definitely over here you are using different types of logic gates. Now naturally, if there is AND gate, right, at that time it will produce output based on the set of AND rules. Say for example, if you have used OR gate, so definitely it will produce output based on the rules of OR gate. Now see, what are the rules? See, rule is what? In AND gate, if both the output signal, both the input signals are 1 or high, at that time it will produce high output. In the rest of the cases, it will produce 0 output. Similarly, if you have used OR gate, at that time what happens? It will produce 0 as a output when both the input variables are 0. So this is called set of rules. So definitely whatever the logic gate you have used as a combinational circuit, definitely the output will be based on the input as well as on the logic gates. It is the connected arrangement of logic gates with a set of inputs and outputs. Set of inputs and outputs means what? If you have used two input variables, so it is said that you have used set of two input variables. And over here, as I have told you, that it is possible to get more than one output, right? So that is called set of output. So definitely the set of input or output is depends on the logic gate which you have used, and it will produce output only based on what? The input given by the user. Now this information is in the form of binary data. Yes or no? The information is in the form of binary data. Binary means either 0 or 1. So it transforms the binary information which is given by the input data, and based on your input data it will produce your output data. The last point is applications of combinational circuit is for generating binary control decisions and for data processing. So if you want to apply processing on the data, if you want to control the decisions regarding binary information, at that time you can use combinational circuit. Let us repeat these 4 points once again, that for the n input variable, that data comes from the external sources, and for the m output variable, data goes into the external destination, right? Now in between you have used interconnection logic gates. Now naturally whatever the logic gate you have used, based on that logic gate as well as based on the input, it will produce output. So it is the interconnected arrangement of logic gates with a set of input and output. Now see, the data would be there in the form of binary. So binary information from the given input data and to the required output data. Required output data means whatever the output we want to produce, that is our requirement, right? So based on your requirement it will produce output. And there are two applications for which combinational circuit is used. Number one, if you want to generate binary control decisions, at that time you can use combinational circuit, or for data processing you can use combinational circuit. Is that clear to everyone? I hope the given points are properly clear. Let us move towards the second circuit, that is called sequential circuit. Now see, up till now whatever the circuit we have produced or we have drawn, right, that circuit does not store its output, or you do not have any memory elements in which you can able to store the output of data, right? So sequential circuit provides you the facility to have a flip-flop. Flip-flop means what? It is the memory element. Memory element means when you want to store the data or when you want to store binary information, at that time you can use the concept of sequential circuit. So sequential circuit is a combination of combinational circuit as well as you can have memory elements which is called flip-flop. Let us repeat the sequential circuit concept once again, that whenever there is a requirement to store the binary information, right, at that time you require to have a memory. So for memory there is a concept of flip-flop which can be added to combinational circuit, and when you add or combine the combinational circuit with the memory elements or flip-flop, it becomes sequential circuit. So sequential circuit is nothing but it is a combination of combinational circuit plus flip-flop. Now see, what is flip-flop? It provides you memory elements to store the binary information. Now this particular element stores binary information for a given number of time, and based on the time you have given, based on that it will produce output. Now see, when you combine logic gate with flip-flop, that circuit is known as sequential circuit, and example of sequential circuits are counters and registers. See, example of combinational circuit are what? Encoder, decoder, multiplexer, demultiplexer and adders. Right? Last is called adders over here. See. So these all are the examples of combinational circuit. Example of sequential circuit are counters and registers. So when you want to use counters, when you want to use registers, at that time you need to use sequential circuit concept. The sequential circuit concept is nothing but it is a combination of combinational circuit as well as it is a set of memory elements. Memory elements means what? When you use the concept of flip-flop. There are different types of flip-flop, right? So you can use any flip-flop. Again, flip-flop is the last concept of our this unit number 1. So you just need to keep in the mind that what is flip-flop? A flip-flop is responsible to store binary information. It is the memory element or it is the device which is capable of storing binary information. This binary information produces output at a specified amount of time. And when you combine combinational circuit with the flip-flop, and that circuit is known as sequential circuit, and the examples of sequential circuit are counters and registers. Let me read out these 4 points. If you have any doubt, you need to recall these points once again to understand the concept of sequential circuit. But you can only understand the concept of sequential circuit if your concept of combinational circuit is properly clear. Then and then only you are able to understand the given topic, right? So a sequential circuit is interconnection of logic gates. Now interconnection of logic gate is nothing but it is a combinational circuit, and it is a combination of memory elements. Memory elements is referred as a flip-flop. Now the memory elements are the devices which is capable of storing binary information. See, in COA we are going to work with binary data only, right? So you need to keep in the mind that whenever the data is there, it is in the form of binary, that is either 0 or 1. So whenever you use memory elements like flip-flop, that device are capable of storing binary information. Now binary information stored in the memory element at a given time, which defines the state of sequential circuit. State means what? It is the condition that on which condition, on which level the sequential circuit is there, that I want to check. At that time I need to use the specified interval of time. The logic gate itself is a combinational circuit, but when you include with the flip-flop, the overall circuit is known as sequential circuit, and examples of sequential circuit are counters and registers. Here is the block diagram of sequential circuit. You are able to see that we have the combinational circuit because we are going to draw sequential circuit using combinational circuit only, but only the added thing is what we are going to use flip-flop. Flip-flop means what? Memory elements, which is responsible to store binary data. See over here, when you want to store the output, at that time you can use the concept of flip-flop. So you can see the block diagram of sequential circuit over here. There is input variable, combinational circuit in between. Based on combinational circuit, there is one output, and one output goes into the flip-flop. Inside flip-flop, it stores output. Again, based on that, it processes the binary information and produce output. Now see, the data is stored in the flip-flop. So if you want to give output to the combinational circuit once again, say for example, the output is 1, right? So if you want to give the same output as an input of combinational circuit, see, I am going to repeat this statement once again. Listen carefully. With the help of combinational circuit, you are able to draw sequential circuit. But what is the difference? When you combine combinational circuit with flip-flop, it becomes sequential circuit. Now see, what is the use of flip-flop? It is used to store binary information. Now whatever the information you have stored inside flip-flop, based on that it will produce output. So now if you want to use the same output which is produced by the combinational circuit given to the flip-flop, and based on that it produces output, so if you want to use this output cable, you can give it as an input of combinational circuit. So in the combinational circuit, there are two input we have used over here. One is called input variable, another is called output variable. We have reused as an input of combinational circuit. And definitely we need to use clock to apply the clock pulse to generate output based on specified time interval. So we have to apply clock over here with the flip-flop. Remember one thing, we are going to learn flip-flop as a last concept of this unit. There are various types of flip-flop. You can use as per your requirement, right? But each flip-flop contains clock over here. Why clock is there? Clock is responsible to produce output as a specified interval, right? So compulsory, if you do not use clock, or if clock is not there with flip-flop, the flip-flop are not able to produce output. So you need to take care regarding such. Now as shown in the diagram, the combinational circuit block receives binary signals from external input and from the output of flip-flop. So if you have drawn the block diagram properly, at that time you are easily able to explain the given points, that inside the combinational circuit, first is called input variable, which comes from the external sources, and another input is what? Another input is the output of flip-flop. Here is the output of flip-flop which we have provided inside the combinational circuit. Now the output of combinational circuit goes to the external output and to input of flip-flop. Over here there are two outputs which is produced by the combinational circuit. One output goes as a external destination and another goes inside as a input of flip-flop. The third point is what? The gates in a combinational circuit determines the binary value to be stored in the flip-flop after each clock transition. Each clock transition means what? Whatever the input you are going to apply, that is based on the combinational circuit only, right? And it is in the form of binary value. This binary value you are able to store inside flip-flop, which is depends on a clock transition. So whenever clock moves, at that time it will produce output as well as it goes into the combinational circuit as a input. So let us refer these 3 points once again, that in the combinational circuit there are two types of input. One comes from the external sources, another comes from the output of flip-flop. The second point is what? Whenever the output of combinational circuit is there, at that time one output goes to the external destination and another goes into the flip-flop. Now this flip-flop contains binary information. It produces output based on what? Based on a clock transition. And you can reuse the output of flip-flop as an input of combinational circuit. So these all are the points related with the block diagram of sequential circuit. There are two types of sequential circuit we have seen as a diagram over here. So I have told you that there are two types of sequential circuit. One is called synchronous sequentials, second is called asynchronous sequentials. So now what is asynchronous sequentials? Whenever you use sequential circuit, its behavior depends on the number of input signals and attached to the specified time interval. So that is called asynchronous sequential circuit. And the memory elements which is used as a asynchronous sequential circuit are time delay devices. See, over here we have used clock, right? So naturally when there is a clock you used with the sequential circuit, at that time there is a time delay, right? Time delay device means what? Clock. So whenever there is a asynchronous sequential circuit, there is a time delay device, and time delay device is nothing but it is a clock. Now the behavior of asynchronous sequential circuit depends on the order in which its input signals change and can be attached at any instant of time. Now synchronous means what? Synchronous is nothing but its behavior can be defined from the knowledge of signals at a discrete instance of time. Discrete means what? It is independent exist, right? It is not dependent on anyone. So when there is a independent signals, it is known as synchronous. See, over here asynchronous is there. Why? Because our output depends on what? Input as well as on the time, right? Over here see, time delay device is there. So our our output is depends on the number of input as well as on the time delay device. But when you use synchronous sequential circuit, it behaves as a independent existence, means its output is not depends on anything else. So this circuit employs signal that affect the storage element only as a discrete instant of time. Synchronization is achieved by a time device called clock pulse generator that produces a periodic train of clock pulse. See, when your heart is pumping, right, at that time there is a clock pulse, right? There is a pulse inside the machine, if you have seen. So you can refer it as a synchronous sequential circuit. It is in the form of sequence only, and our first pulse is connected with the next pulse, right? So synchronous means a combination, right? Synchronization means what? It is a combination. So synchronization is only achieved by the clock pulse only. So if you do not have clock pulse, if you do not have time device which is responsible to generate clock pulse, at that time you are not able to achieve synchronization. So keep in mind that synchronization can only be achieved when you have clock pulse generator which is responsible to produce different types of clock pulses, and using that clock pulse it produces periodic train of clock pulse. So there are two types of sequential circuit: synchronous sequential circuit and asynchronous sequential circuit. So this is all about our today's session. In our next session we will discuss different types of adders. One is called half adder and another is called full adder. So that concept we are going to learn in our next session. I hope up till now whatever the concept I have delivered from the lectures, it is properly clear, right? So this is all about today's session based on the digital circuit. Two types of digital circuit is there: sequential circuit and combinational circuit. But the difference is what? With sequential circuit you are able to store the output of the previous signal which is there inside the flip-flop. Flip-flop contains clock which is responsible to generate clock pulses, and based on the clock pulse the synchronization occurs. So there are two types of sequential circuit also. One is called asynchronization and another is called synchronization of sequential circuit. So that's all from my side. Thank you all.